Another UNI-T thermal camera dead. Dead, not charging. Can we fix it? Let's have a look in this video. Hi. In this video, we're going to try to fix this thermal camera that one of our subscribers sent us. And it has exactly the same problem like the one we fixed earlier, mine. Dead, suddenly dead. And plug in the charger. Nothing happened, you see, nothing. Now, if we plug in the meter, you see 5 volts. Let me turn it around. Okay, so we have 5 volts in there, right? Now, if I plug the meter, it's gone. You see, when the meter dies because we have a short circuit somewhere on this usually means we're going to be able to fix it. Now, this was supposed to have in here some kind of protective thingies. It doesn't have them. It's okay. Let's try to open this up. Okay, so what kind of screws are these? Let's try to open it up and let's see if we can fix it. This is actually a really good video because the previous we made, it was really poor quality. Let me see what kind of screws are these. Okay, so these are just normal star screws, right? So what's the problem? Let me okay, now one. All right. Now before we remove this, let's remove the memory card. This screws comes out. No. I think I have to lift the screen first, okay? So let me put this 200 degrees and just heat up the glue and try to lift it and see. I think next step is to remove the, oh yeah. Okay, it's coming out. Okay, so we have this out as well. What's the next step? I think next step is to open the camera, right? Are there any more screws in here? Oh yeah, wait. We have 2 more screws in here. 1 and 2. Okay, now let me get one of these plastic spudger and that's it. That's it. Now be careful because we have a cable in here. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to put a little bit of tape on this cable so I know the orientation. Okay, so you see in here we're gonna put this tape like that so we know that it's facing up. Now we have to lift these 2 up like that and this is out. Okay, Okay, let's see, we have all the screws in here. And this 4 still there. Okay, so let's put this aside. Now let's remove the battery. Okay, so what's the next step now? Next step is to remove this board, right? So we have this silver screw in here in the middle. Okay. Okay, let me put this with the camera. That's it. And then we have this screw. And then we have, let's do it. Let's cross them. We have this one. Okay. And then we have this one. And this one, right? And the board is coming out. Okay, so we have another cable in here. Let's remove it. Okay, so we have this connector in here. And this, let's put this aside as well. Now next we want to remove this screen, right? So we have 4 screws in here. Don't push on the screen, okay? Just hold it like that, you see? And oh, these are very tight. I think it's never been open, maybe. One, again, let's cross them. Okay. Let's make sure you're holding the screen. If the screen comes loose now, you break the cable. If you break the cable, then it's game over. Okay, now all the 4 screws are out. Now you lift the screen like that, open the connector, and the cable comes out. So let's put the screen aside before we break it. Next, what I want to do is I want to plug again the power cable without anything else connected, okay? Just to make sure that the short is not with the battery, or maybe with the buttons, or maybe with the IR camera, okay? So let's plug in. Now it's still dying, right? If I remember exactly, let's see where the problem was. I can't remember exactly where that 5 volts was. Yeah, I think it's this chip in here. I think the problem is this chip in here. Well, can you see it? Okay, so this is the chip that is faulty. And let's put it from the top so you can see, okay? So the problem could be this chip. Oh no, this one. On the other video, the problem was this IC in here. Now this takes the 5 volts and converted to 3 volts, I think. Let's see. Now, let's see if we have a short on the input or on the output. Let's see. So we put in the multimeter in beeping mode, and let's see here. Now, you see we have a short in here. And if we touch it with the ground, yeah, we have a short to ground in here. Yeah. Could the problem be this chip? Let me see if I have this chip. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we have another one in here. Okay. Now what we want to do next So the problem is in here, huh? Okay. Could it be the cap? I don't know. Let's cover this plastic connector first. And let's start removing stuff from the board. Okay. So we are going to cover this connector. You see this connector in here, nice and covered. All right. Although it's far from the actually, then I want to cover this one. You see. Now, let's remove first the cap because it's easier to remove the cap. We remove the cap and we see if we still have a short. So I want to go 480 degrees. Okay. So the cap is out. Okay. Now, here to here. Yeah, we still have a short. Okay. Now, let's put this cap aside so we don't lose it. Now let's remove the chip. And you thought this was gonna be an easy fix. So let's remove this chip, okay? I don't know if you can see properly. Is it nice and clear? Like that, right? Okay, so let's remove this chip. Pin number 1 is top left, okay? So the chip is out. Now let's see if we still have a short. And there's no more short, is it? Unbelievable. Another one with the same exact fault. This is unbelievable, right? Now let's take the board away and let's put the faulty one in here so we don't mix it up. Now let's see. This is the new chip, right? I hope I lost it. Well, here. What we want to do, we want to thin this a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to lower the temperature on the solder iron to about 280. And now I want to do a blob of solder, you see, on the tip. Look at this beautiful solder in here. Now what we want to do is we want to turn around this chip, okay? We want to thin it a little bit, so without actually touching the chip. Okay, now we're talking, Where's my chip again? Okay, so without actually touching the chip, just go with this solder ball on top of the chip, you see, until the solder sticks to the pads. You see, look how beautiful. You see, I'm not touching with the tip the pins, just the ball, the solder ball that is on top. Look at this, this is beautiful. Now I don't want to clean it. I do have in here something I want to remove. Okay, so I don't want to clean because it's flux. I'm not going to clean the flux and then put more flux. So pin number 1 was top left, but it's even easier because this has an orientation. You see, you have these pins like that, so this goes like that. Yeah, this goes like that. But before I put the chip, I want to thin a little more these parts as well. Where? What is this? What is this? Let's do a nice job, right? This is a subscriber device. We want to subscribe more. We want our subscriber to see more videos, not less videos, right? So this is like this. Now, I'm going to hold it like that. Okay, so now that it's holding on the board, you see if you're moving like that, you see it's bouncing back. Now let's have a look. Beautiful, look at this. Look at this shiny, beautiful solder. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. This is beautiful. Okay, so let's not forget our beautiful cup in here. Wait, before I put the cup, let's see if we still shorted with this new chip. Maybe I soldered back the old chip. Nah, we're not shorted. This is beautiful. We are on the right track. Okay, so what I want to do now, just solder one side, okay? And then come again with air and solder all the chip. Look at this. Look all this MOSFET. Sorry, the capacitor. Look at this. Look at this. Now, check this solder. Look how shiny it is. Okay, so now let's remove this here. Did we melt anything? No, we didn't melt anything. Okay. What about this one? Did we melt anything in here? No, we didn't melt anything in here either. Now let's zoom out, okay? And let's clean a little bit this. Okay. So what I want to do now, I want to take some paper and I want to take a brush and just clean. Let's see how. Okay, it looks nice. Does it look nice or does it not look nice? Now we come with the paper and we do this, and all the stickiness for the flux stays on the paper. Now, can we test if it's working? I think we can, right? First of all, let's go back and plug the power cable. Okay. So we are plugging the power cable now. Let's see if it's still dying. It's not dying anymore, and it's taking 140 milliamps. Now, let's put the microscope on the screen and let me measure the current, the voltage around this chip. Okay. Okay, so in here we have 4.7 volts. That's the adapter voltage. And in here we have 3.2 volts. So the chip is working fine now. Now, does it charge the battery? Let me plug in the battery, and let's plug the adapter again. Does it have a light or something? No light, but you see, 480, 500, let's see. Okay, so I think it's charging fine. What I want to do next, I want to test it. Okay, so what I want to do is we're going to plug in the, where we're going to plug in. Let's plug in the screen. Okay, let me plug in the screen. You have to be very gentle, because if the screen breaks, then it's game over for this. All this work for nothing. Now let's plug the battery, and let's come with the adapter. And it's alive! Alive! This is beautiful. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Now let me remove everything again. I want to clean it a little more. This has to go back to the customer in pristine condition, because this is going to Germany. It has to be perfect. Okay, this has to be perfect. You cannot go to Deutschland if it's not perfect. Okay, I think it's perfect now. What do you think? Now let's put the screen back. So let's put the screen back, right? Again, grab it like this so you see it doesn't move, it doesn't fall. Let me remove the multimeter from the screen. Okay, we plugged it in. Okay, now let's put the screws quickly. I want to be quick and painless. Which one? This one? This one? Like that, right? Okay. So let's one. Let's go on the other corner now. Two. Now, who wants to count with me? 3 and 4. Beautiful. 3 and 4. All right. Where's 4? Here. Here's 4. Before we go further, okay, before we go further, let's connect the battery back. And let's try to plug in the power, see if the screen is still working. Okay, so the screen is working. We haven't damaged the screen. Okay, so what was the next step? Next step was this, right? Okay. So this is the IR camera. You want to be extremely careful with this. Okay, so we have the camera connected as well. Now what I want to do, I want to connect the battery and maybe the buttons, right? Let's connect the buttons. Okay, so we set with the tape on outside, right? Okay. He's alive. Well, let's see if the camera is starting. And we still have to put the screws inside. If the camera, IR camera is not connected properly, it's not gonna boot. It's gonna be stuck in a loop. Okay, so we connected the camera, you see? Well, you can't see. We connected the camera. Now let me turn it back off. Okay. So I'm just gonna leave it like this, you see? It's in, so I'm not gonna play with it anymore. And let me put these screws in here. One. Two. Why these cheap ties? I don't know. Maybe the chargers we use. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? The important thing is that you now know how to fix it. Okay? And then we had a silver one in here. Okay? I also removed, but okay, so now it's fine. The battery is nicely connected in here. Okay, let's see how. Like that, right? Like that. Or like this, like this, like this, like this. See, perfect. Now let's put this on and let's power it on again. Okay, so it's working. I come with it. You see it's working fine. Give me a second, let me put the screws. I want to turn it back off. Okay, now we are going to put these two screws on top in here. Okay, and then we are going to clean the screen. We said it's going to Germany, so it has to be nice and clean. It came all the way from Germany to Spain. Beautiful. Okay. Whoa, this is better than it was before. Okay, so we put in the screen back. So there's not dust or anything under the screen. Now we still have a few screws in here. One. You want to cross them, so now we got this one. Okay. Let's put the memory card back in. Well, that's it. Memory card is back in. We're gonna clean it in a minute. But before we do, let me plug it again. So you ready? 3, 2, 1. Now in here there are some protective sleeves normally, but customer sent it like that. Now this is the chip that killed it. Here. This one. Little bugger. You see? All this heat. Beautiful. So it's working fine. Let's see the flashlight. Flashlight is working. Camera is working. Okay, the buttons are working. Buttons are working. Let's see. Up and down. Left and right. Back. Play. Does play does anything? Please insert an SD card. What's wrong with this SD card? Okay, so is this SD card working? No SD card. See the SD card. Let's take a picture. And let's save it. Okay, it's saved. I go to the SD card. And I have in here the picture. Okay. And let's see the LED. The light is on. The light is off. And let's see if it's charging. It is fully charged now. But let's see if it comes up with the charging sign. It's charging, right? If I turn it off, it is fully charged now. If I turn it off, remove the cable, reconnect the cable, and it's charging. Maybe it's not good to just leave it on charge all the time. Maybe once it's charged and you keep having connected is when it fails. So I would say plug it in and keep an eye on it. 20-30 minutes, take it away from charge. Okay, so this was the video. If you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, click on the bell icon to get notifications when we upload the video, and I'll see you in the next one. If you want to comment, please leave your comments below. Bye.